There has never been anyone like you. Right now, you're on the minds of so many people, and it's driving some of them crazy. Your presence is unforgettable, and God wants you to know that, whether they love you or hate you, they can't get you out of their heads. Your admirers are inspired, and your haters? Well, they're especially pressed because they know they can't be you. Your authenticity is unmatched, and it frustrates them. But the truth is, their obsession only proves your power. You are uniquely designed, and no one can replicate you, no matter how hard they try. It's not just the way you look or the way you carry yourself. There's something deeper, something more profound that draws people in. You have a soul that can't be copied, a spirit that radiates with a light others wish they could possess. And that light, it's not something you had to force, it's just who you are. This effortless authenticity is what leaves others in awe, yet it's also what frustrates your haters. Every attempt to imitate your vibe falls flat, because authenticity cannot be replicated. Your energy is genuine, flowing from the core of who you are, shaped by your experiences, your growth, and your inner strength. Others see the way you walk through life with confidence, and it triggers something in them. Some are inspired to better themselves, while others, overwhelmed with jealousy, become obsessed with trying to bring you down. But no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to match your essence. Authenticity is a rare quality in this world, where many people are more focused on being liked than being real. But you stand out because you choose truth over pretense, substance over superficiality. When you walk into a room, you don't even have to say a word. Your energy speaks volumes. Your presence alone makes people take notice, and it leaves them thinking about you long after you've left. They can't help it. That's the power of being true to yourself. Your authenticity isn't just about outward success or achievements. It's about being unapologetically who you are, flaws and all. You've learned to embrace every part of yourself, the good and the bad, and that self-acceptance is something people can't fake. They see how comfortable you are in your own skin, and it unsettles them. They wonder how you can be so at peace with yourself, while they struggle with their own insecurities. The truth is, your authenticity forces others to confront their own lack of it. You are proof that you don't have to conform to anyone else's idea of success or beauty to be powerful. Your authenticity is your power, and the more you embrace it, the more unstoppable you become. While others waste energy trying to fit into boxes that weren't made for them, you've broken free. You've realized that your uniqueness is your greatest asset, and that's what sets you apart from the crowd. They may try to copy your moves, but they will never have your soul. And that's why they're pressed. They know deep down that no matter how hard they try, they will never replicate the magic that comes so naturally to you. It's frustrating for them because, while they struggle to keep up appearances, you just keep rising higher, effortlessly. You've unlocked something that they can't even grasp, a sense of self so strong that nothing can shake it. That's why your authenticity has people talking. People are talking about you. You already know this. Some are singing your praises, inspired by the way you live your life unapologetically, while others are spreading lies and gossip behind your back. The truth is, no matter what they say, it doesn't change who you are or where you're headed. Gossip is just noise, and it only holds power if you let it. But you're beyond that. You've learned to rise above the chatter because you know it's just a distraction. Haters often resort to gossip when they feel threatened. It's easier for them to spread lies than to confront the truth about their own lives. By talking about you, they're trying to bring you down to their level. But here's the thing. They can't touch you. Their words might sting for a moment, but they don't define you. You've come too far to be shaken by people who are only trying to distract you from your purpose. And let's be real. People only gossip about those who are worth talking about. If you weren't doing something right, if you weren't making moves and standing out, no one would bother to speak your name. The fact that people are so pressed to discuss your life is proof that you're on the right path. Their gossip is a reflection of their own frustrations, not a reflection of your worth. Remember that. Haters will always exist. They'll spread lies, twist your words, and try to sabotage your reputation. But at the end of the day, their opinions don't matter. What matters is how you respond. Will you let their negativity pull you down, or will you rise above it, knowing that their words are powerless? The choice is always yours. But I know you. You're not one to be defeated by petty drama. You're too focused on your goals, too in tune with your purpose, to let gossip affect you. People who are obsessed with tearing others down are usually dealing with their own pain and insecurity. They see something in you that they wish they had, whether it's your confidence, your success, or your authenticity. Instead of working on themselves, they choose to focus on you because it's easier to criticize than to grow. But while they waste time talking about you, you're busy leveling up. And here's the kicker: no matter how much they talk, it won't change a thing. They can gossip all day, but it won't stop your progress. In fact, it only fuels your rise. The more they talk, the more they expose themselves as envious, and the more evident it becomes that they can't keep up with you. They may be able to imitate your style or your actions, but they will never replicate your essence. That's what frustrates them the most. At the end of the day, the only opinion that truly matters is God's. He knows your heart, your intentions, and your journey. The opinions of others are just background noise, so let them talk, let them spread their lies. It won't stop your blessings. It won't stop your elevation. You are protected, and you are destined for greatness, regardless of what anyone says about you. Karma is real, and it never forgets. Those who have wronged you, who have lied about you, who have worked behind the scenes to sabotage your progress, they're feeling the consequences of their actions right now. Karma doesn't miss. Every bit of negative energy they sent your way is returning to them tenfold. You may not see it happening, but trust me, it's already unfolding. Some people believe they can get away with treating others poorly, but the universe is always watching. When you live with integrity, when you stay true to yourself, you are protected. Those who have tried to harm you are now facing the very storms they created. Their lies, their manipulations, and their attempts to bring you down are all coming back to haunt them. That's the law of cause and effect, and no one escapes it. Every action has a consequence. When people spread negativity, when they wish harm upon others, they are only setting themselves up for failure. The same energy they put out into the world is the energy they will receive in return. And right now, karma is hitting those who wronged you harder than they ever expected. Their lives are unraveling, and they're starting to realize that messing with you was their biggest mistake. But while they're facing their own downfalls, you are being elevated. You are receiving divine justice. The things that were taken from you are being restored. The blessings that were delayed are now rushing toward you. Everything is falling into place for you because you stayed true to yourself, even when others tried to knock you down. You didn't stoop to their level, and now you're being rewarded for it. There's a reason why they say, what goes around comes around. It's because karma never forgets. The people who hurt you thought they were getting away with it, but they didn't realize that their actions were setting them up for their own downfall. Now they have no choice but to face the consequences of their choices, while you rise higher and higher. And here's the beautiful part. Your justice doesn't stop with material things. You're also being blessed with love. True love is coming into your life. Someone who will appreciate you for who you are. Someone who will stand by your side as you continue to grow. The love you've been waiting for is on its way, and it's part of your divine justice. Those who tried to tear you down will watch as you flourish, both in love and in life. Their gossip, their negativity, and even their attempts to harm you through spiritual means have all failed. They may have thought they could block your blessings, but they underestimated the power of divine protection. God has you covered, and no amount of negative energy can change that. You are destined for greatness, and no one can take that away from you. God is elevating you, and with every step you take upward, certain people are being left behind. This isn't a coincidence, it's divine intervention. As you rise, not everyone can handle your elevation. This separation isn't a loss, it's a clearing. God is making room for the people, opportunities, and blessings that are aligned with where you're headed. And if you've ever felt the weight of letting people go, of watching them fade as you rise, know that it's part of the divine plan. The Obsidian Inner Order is where chosen ones like you go to not only embrace this elevation, but to understand that separation is a necessary part of ascension. If you're ready to fully accept that separation is a sign of your growth, and embrace what's coming next with clarity and power, the Obsidian Inner Order is your next move. This isn't just about rising. It's about knowing who belongs in your future and who was only a lesson from your past. The link is in the description. As you rise, the people who are not aligned with your purpose will begin to fall away. It's not personal, it's spiritual. Some of these individuals may have played important roles in your past, but they no longer serve your growth. Their energy doesn't match your current vibration, and holding on to them would only hinder your progress. God is clearing your path, removing obstacles, and one of those obstacles may be people who can't handle your elevation. Elevation isn't just about material success. It's also about spiritual growth. As you elevate spiritually, your energy shifts, and not everyone is equipped to handle that shift. Some people will try to cling to the old version of you because that's the only version they're comfortable with. But you've outgrown that version of yourself, and it's time to embrace the new. This process of separation may feel lonely at times, but understand that it's preparing you for even greater blessings. As you continue to ascend, you'll notice that certain relationships feel strained. People who once seemed supportive may start acting distant or even resentful. That's because your elevation is a mirror to their stagnation. Your growth highlights their lack of progress, and instead of being happy for you, they feel threatened. But remember, their discomfort is not your burden to carry. Your growth is non-negotiable, and those who can't handle it will simply have to watch from the sidelines. God is elevating you in both the spiritual and material realms. You're going through a transformation that others can't even comprehend. While some are stuck in old patterns, you are rising to new heights, and with that elevation comes separation from those who are not meant to witness your next chapter. This isn't a punishment for them. It's simply the way the universe works. Your journey is your own, and not everyone can keep up. With this elevation comes a shift in your surroundings as well. You may find yourself gravitating toward new people, individuals who align with your new energy and support your growth. These are the people who are meant to walk with you on this new path. As you ascend, you'll naturally attract those who are on the same wavelength, and your circle will become smaller but more powerful. Your spiritual and material ascension is a testament to your hard work and faith. You are going from rags to riches, not just in terms of wealth, but in terms of wisdom, love, and fulfillment. The people who couldn't see your value before will soon realize that they've been left behind. But you can't allow their lack of vision to hold you back. Keep moving forward because God is preparing you for something much greater than you ever imagined. Stepping into your role as a leader isn't always easy, especially when there are people around you who don't want to see you rise. But the truth is, you've earned this position. You've done the inner work. You've healed the wounds that once held you back. And now you're ready to lead others by example. Leadership isn't just about having authority. It's about embodying strength, wisdom, and self-love. Self-love is at the core of your leadership. It's what gives you the confidence to stand tall, even in the face of opposition. People are watching you, and some are inspired, while others are envious. But you didn't get to this place by accident. You put in the work to heal yourself, to confront your demons, and to build yourself up. Now you're being called to lead others, and not everyone is happy about that. There are people who can't stand to see you in a position of power. They want to see you struggle because it makes them feel better about their own lack of progress. But what they don't understand is that your leadership comes from a place of healing, not ego. You're not here to compete with anyone. You're here to guide others through your example. And that's what makes you a true leader. Self-love is your foundation. Without it, you wouldn't have been able to rise above the challenges that life threw at you. You wouldn't have been able to keep going when others gave up. But because you love and respect yourself, you have the strength to keep pushing forward. And that's why you're able to lead. You've already walked the path that others are just beginning to understand, and now you can show them the way. Your haters are working overtime to try and tear you down, but their efforts are in vain. While they're exhausting themselves trying to keep up with you, you're moving effortlessly through life. That's the power of self-love. It allows you to move with grace, even when others are trying to block your path. They may work harder, but you're working smarter because you're aligned with your purpose, and you know exactly where you're headed. The truth is, God has already decided that you're meant to lead. No amount of opposition can change that. You are divinely chosen to step into this role, and no one can take it from you. While others are still trying to figure out their path, you've already embraced yours. And that's why you stand out. Your leadership is rooted in authenticity, and that's something that can't be faked. The people who are trying to bring you down don't realize that they're only making themselves look foolish. God is telling them to surrender because their efforts against you are useless. They can't stop what's already been ordained. While they waste time plotting against you, you're focused on building something bigger. You are a leader because you've mastered the art of self-love, and that's a lesson they have yet to learn. Your financial independence is a source of envy for many people. They see the way you're thriving, the way you're building wealth, and it makes them uncomfortable. But what they don't see is the hard work, the sacrifices, and the faith that brought you to this point. You didn't just stumble into financial freedom, you earned it. And now, people are pressed because they can't figure out how you did it. While others are stressing and scrambling to make ends meet, you've figured out how to create abundance in your life. Whether it's through entrepreneurship or simply adopting an independent mindset, you've learned how to take control of your finances. You're not dependent on anyone, and that's what bothers people the most. They can't understand how you're able to glow and succeed while they're still struggling. But here's the thing. Your financial growth is a reflection of your inner growth. You've worked on yourself, you've developed the mindset of abundance, and now that mindset is manifesting in your life. People are jealous because they see the results, but they don't want to put in the work that you did. It's easier for them to be envious than to take responsibility for their own financial situation. Your success is stressing them out because they know deep down that they could have what you have, but they're not willing to make the changes necessary to achieve it. They'd rather stay in their comfort zone complaining about their circumstances while you're out here making moves, and that's why they're pressed. Your independence is a reminder of their own limitations, but your financial freedom didn't happen overnight. You've been through the struggle, you've faced challenges, and you've learned from your failures. Instead of giving up, you kept pushing forward, and now you're reaping the rewards. God is blessing your efforts because you've stayed faithful, even when things were tough. And now, those blessings are becoming more and more visible. People are watching you, and they're taking notes. Some are trying to copy your moves, but they don't realize that your success isn't just about the actions you take. It's about the mindset you've cultivated. You're operating on a different frequency, and that's why things seem to come to you effortlessly. It's not luck. It's divine alignment. You're in sync with your purpose, and that's why your financial situation is improving. You're meant to lead, not follow. Whether you're running your own business or simply managing your finances with wisdom and independence, you're setting an example for others. Your success is proof that it's possible to rise above limitations and create a life of abundance. And while others are feeling pressed, you're feeling blessed because you know that this is just the beginning of your financial growth. Your evolution has been nothing short of remarkable. You've grown in ways that people never expected, and now you're completely out of their reach. The same individuals who once doubted you, who thought you would never make it, are now watching in awe as you continue to rise. Your transformation is undeniable, and it has left people speechless. What they don't understand is that your evolution wasn't just about changing your circumstances. It was about changing from within. You've done the inner work, you've confronted your shadows, and you've healed the parts of yourself that were once broken. This evolution is a reflection of your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, and that's why it's so powerful. People who tried to replace you are now realizing that they never stood a chance. They thought they could replicate your style, your kindness, and your beauty, but they were wrong. What makes you unique isn't something that can be copied. It's your spirit, your energy, and your heart. Those are things that can't be duplicated, no matter how hard they try. Your evolution has left them in awe because they never thought you'd make it this far. They underestimated you, and now they're forced to watch as you ascend to levels they never imagined. But this evolution didn't happen by accident. You made the choice to grow, to evolve, and to leave behind the people and habits that no longer served you. And now, you're reaping the rewards of that decision. There are people who are stuck in the past, still clinging to old versions of you that no longer exist. But that's their problem, not yours. You've outgrown the spaces they tried to confine you to, and now you're soaring. Your evolution is a testament to your resilience and your refusal to settle for mediocrity. You knew there was more out there for you, and now you're living in that truth. The beauty of your evolution is that it's ongoing. You're constantly growing, constantly learning, and constantly becoming. There's no limit to what you can achieve because you've embraced the power of transformation. And while others are still trying to figure out how you did it, you're already on to the next level. God has chosen you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. People may speak ill of you, they may try to block your blessings, but their efforts are futile. You are divinely protected, and there is nothing anyone can do to stop what God has planned for your life. Those who have tried to harm you, whether through gossip, lies, or even spiritual attacks, are now facing the consequences of their actions. Your spiritual protection is strong because you are connected to a higher power. You've placed your trust in God, and in return, He has placed a hedge of protection around you. No matter what others try to do, they cannot touch you. Their negativity bounces off of you because you are covered by divine favor. While they plot and scheme, you remain untouchable. The people who have been speaking ill of you are now facing divine punishment. Their lives are falling apart because they chose to come against someone who is anointed. They thought they could stop your progress, but all they've done is invite chaos into their own lives. God doesn't play about His chosen ones, and you are one of them. Their plans have backfired, and now they're dealing with the fallout. You are divinely favored, and that favor is something no one can take away from you. While others are struggling to keep their heads above water, you're being lifted higher and higher. Your name is being spoken in high places for all the right reasons. Opportunities are opening up for you because God is making sure that your path is clear. You are walking in your purpose, and no one can stop that. Your ancestors are watching over you, proud of the person you've become. They've seen your struggles, they've witnessed your growth, and now they are guiding you toward even greater success. You are the answer to their prayers, the one who is breaking generational curses and creating a legacy of abundance. Their protection is with you, and their love surrounds you. While others are consumed by jealousy and bitterness, you are at peace. You know that God has already ordained your victory, and no amount of negativity can change that. The people who tried to bring you down are now witnessing your rise, and there's nothing they can do about it. Their words have no power over you because you are walking in divine favor. You're about to enter a season of greater success and recognition. This is just the beginning. More blessings are coming your way, and the people who doubted you will have no choice but to watch as you celebrate your achievements. God is not done with you yet, so keep your head high and your spirit strong. Say it loud. I am going to celebrate more because God is not done with me yet. Your best days are ahead, and the world will see just how powerful you are.